Hello, this is Lotus Loves Lotus, aka Just Lotus, and I'm going to play Psychonauts for the sixth time. If you are new to me and my channel and everything, I love Psychonauts. It is... Ooh, it's a tough one. It's close to my favorite game of all time. Outer Wilds may have taken the crown, but I have endless nostalgia and an endless love for Psychonauts, and maybe it'll get propelled back into first place when Psychonauts 2 gets released, which at the time of recording this will come out at the end of the month. It is the beginning of August right now. I have been waiting so long for it with bated breath, so excited, so concerned it would somehow turn out bad, but everything I've seen about it has made me just continuously more and more excited, so... I'm pretty happy with how things are coming along. I'm really excited to play it. And I thought that it would be good to go back and give the original Psychonauts one last go, one last victory lap, even though I've played it so many times. I think at this point I've played it literally 5 or 6 times on my stream. It was the first game I ever streamed. I played it again for like my anniversary, like a couple years in a row, and then once for my birthday, so I've played it a lot. One thing I do want to say, though, is that I don't think it's, like, the best game ever made. I feel like there's this issue when people say that something is their favorite game or that something's an excellent game, where that sort of implies that everything about it is good across the board, and I don't think that that's true for Psychonauts. I think the story is at, like, an 8 or 9. The... art, you know, the environment design, the character design, the music, all of that stuff, that's like a 9 or a 10, okay? The humor is probably an 11, and the dialogue is like a 15. Like, it's fabulous. But the gameplay is like a smooth 6, maybe a 5. Because the gameplay's very aged. It's very outdated. I feel like it was a little bit outdated even when it came out. It's kind of janky sometimes. I would say overall the gameplay ranges from actively bad to fine, and it usually settles at like serviceable. And this isn't me trying to be mean or anything. I just genuinely believe that about the game. It's still one of my favorite games of all time, if not my favorite game of all time. But I'm not here for the gameplay, and no one's really here for the gameplay. And I have more thoughts on the gameplay overall that I will hopefully get into as we go along. But for now, let's just get started. I should say the opening cutscene for this is almost always extremely loud, so I'll have to remember to turn it down in post. So, look, there's Raz. So if the opening cutscene plays while you're watching this on YouTube and it obliterates your eardrums, at me on Twitter and be like, what the fuck? You said you were gonna turn it down in post.
The human mind.
Here we go.
600 miles of synaptic fiber, 5.5 ounces of cranial fluid, 1,500 grams of complex neural matter. A 3-pound pile of dreams. But I'll tell you what it really is. It is the ultimate battlefield. And the ultimate weapon. The wars of this modern age, the psychic age, are all fought somewhere between these damp, curvaceous undulations. From this day forward, you are all psychic soldiers. Paranormal paratroopers, mental marines who are about to ship out on the adventure of their lives. This is our beachhead, and this is your landing craft. You shall engage the enemy in his own mentality. You shall chase his dreams. You shall fight his demons. You shall live his nightmares. And those of you who fight well, you will find yourselves on the path to becoming international secret agents. In other words, Psychonauts. The rest of you will die.
Oh, Maury. Children, you are not going to die.
Well, If you're not a psychonaut, then you might as well be dead.
They told me this was a summer camp. Ah, Dogen. Don't worry about old Coach Oleander. I've been coming here for years, and trust me, nothing ever happens.
Yeah, Dogen, Lily's right. You don't got nothing to worry about. Except for that giant monster in the lake I was telling you about.
Bobby Zilch, I told you to stop scaring people with that ridiculous old legend. I don't want the kids to be afraid to go out at night and walk alone on the perfectly safe paths of Whispering Rock Psychic Summer Camp. And we don't want to scare our special guests, superstar Psychonauts Sasha 9 and Mia Vodello.
Queen.
Whoa! Light monster!
Formation.
It's resisting. Quick, bring it over here.
What is it?
It's just a little boy. What's your name, darling?
I'll find out. Kid, get in! Ugh.
My name
Starts with a D.
is Rasputin. But everybody calls me Raz.
Please don't kill us, lake monster!
Compelling. Armored like a tank.
Sorry I'm late. I don't want to disrupt your briefing, Agent Oleander. Agents 9, Vodello, please, continue.
Where do you think you're going?
You've broken into a highly classified remote government training facility.
I know. Isn't it great? Listen, why don't I just sit over here quietly with my fellow psychedets? Hey, how's it going? I like your hat.
We need to have this young man taken from here immediately.
I'll call his parents.
What? But don't you train psychonauts here?
Yes, darling, but...
To soar across the astral plane. To wage psychic warfare against the enemies of free thought.
That is what I wrote on the front of the pamphlet.
Those words are why I'm here, Coach Oleander. Do you remember what you wrote on the inside of that pamphlet? You were born with a special gift. But the people around you treat it like a curse. Your mother is afraid of you. And your father looks at you with shame in his eyes. Come to Whispering Rock Psychic Summer Camp, and you can show them all. Back home, your powers make you a loner, an outcast, a circus freak. But in this dojo, in this psychic dojo, they make you a hero.
Get that soldier a bunk.
Now, darling, you can stay here for a few days until your parents come for you, but we can't let you participate in any paranormal training without your parents' consent. I'm sorry.
Wowie, you're so lucky. You get to go home soon.
Home? Back there, I was just like you were, Dogen. Punished by my own family for having powers I never asked for. But here, I have a chance to be something, to make a difference. They may come for me, Dogen, but they'll be looking for Raz, the boy. What they're going to find, what they don't expect, is Raz, the Psychonaut.
And then you'll make their heads explode?
No. Do you do that?
No. Well, once kinda. But now I wear this special hat. Wanna try it on?
No.
But he has mental defenses like I've never seen in someone so young. If I could just get him in my lab for some experiments, I'm sure he could withstand more than the others.
That kid's 1 in a million, 9. But I'm not gonna let you turn him into one of your guinea pigs. I've got big plans for that mind.
Ooh, drama. I just love that opening. Everything about it works for me. I mean, what can you even say, right? There are some, like, weird things in it. But they'll become a little bit more apparent later. I like how it sets up a lot of the campers' personalities. I am going to do my best to get...
Settle down in here. Big day tomorrow. I want to see each and every one of you runts in my classroom at 0600 hours on the dot. I'm the early bird, and you're the worms. Got it? Now, lights out!
I forgot that this really keeps going. There's like 3 cutscenes in a row. Or 3 story beats, I should say, because this is technically playable.
Quick eye exam before we start. Huh? Look over that way, if you will.
This is teaching you how to use the controls,
what's
basically.
Oh, that's a psi challenge marker. The staff scatters these all over the camp to test the students. Every one of these you find advances you a whole rank.
Uh-huh.
Now look up for me, if you will.
Look at that stance. Look at that pose.
Up there.
I'll get back to what I was saying
Some of the
before.
old markers
Don't let
are
me
falling
forget. I know
apart.
this is
You'll
recorded,
find
but don't
bits
let
of
me
them
forget.
flapping around loose.
Just
If
do
you
like a
find enough of
Dora,
these
and
psi
when there's a
cards,
quiet
you can put
moment,
them
just yell
together
at the
to make a
screen,
brand
and
new
I'll
challenge
hear it.
marker. But you have to buy a psi core at the camp store to hold them together. Keep ranking up, and before you know it, you'll be able to use brand new psychic powers. Stuff you didn't even know you could do.
And then when do I become a psychonaut? Because I have to do that before my dad shows up to take me home. Hey, where'd he go?
Ooh.
That guy looks so familiar.
Alrighty. So what I was going to say before I was so rudely interrupted is that I feel like the opening sets up a lot of the campers' personalities really well, especially Bobby, Dogen, and kind of Lily. There's an odd bit with Lily where Raz is using his natural 20 charisma roll to try and get into the summer camp. And he says, home, where your father looks at you with shame in his eyes. And it cuts to Lily, which is very weird. We'll see a little bit more about it later. But Lily's parents are definitely not ashamed of her for being psychic. Let's put it that way. It establishes Lily's little crush on Raz and kind of her whole personality, I guess I would say, her whole backstory. I definitely hope to see more of her in the sequel, because I feel like she didn't get as much time as I would have liked, but her whole thing is kind of that she's been attending Whispering Rock for like years and years and years. She is already as good at everything as she is going to get. Like, she passes every single test every single year perfectly and has been doing so for a while now. So, you know, when she was a kid, she really wanted to be a psychonaut, and she was super excited about it, thought psychic powers were the coolest things ever. And even though she's 10 years old, she's grown, like, jaded to the concept over time, because she is just withering and bored. And Raz shows up, you know, he's like a cute boy her age with cool psychic powers who causes a ruckus and finally causes something interesting to happen. And she's like, ooh. And you know what? I can't say I would be mad at her. I may be a lesbian, but Lily, I see you. And yeah. I'm gonna try and get as much of the side stuff with all the other campers. Y'all will see a bit of it here soon. But basically, a big part of the game is all of the other campers. If you go to certain places at certain times of day, and after you've beaten certain levels, little cutscenes will play of the campers, you know, just of their little side stories and their little lives going on. I will try to get all of them. It is difficult because there are so many campers and there are quite a lot of levels, and things will change in between levels, but not during the time of day, right? So like in the canon, you know, it takes you an hour to do a level, and you have to go back and forth. So it can be a little bit difficult to get everyone. But I love little campers, as we're about to see in one of the best cutscenes in the game.
Hey, Raz! Hurry up! You don't want to be late for basic braining!
Woohoo! Basic braining is the best class ever! Woohoo!
Where is he? There he is. There's my little man. There's Dogen. This shit sends me every single time. Oh, one other thing I should address that I forgot to. I don't have a webcam on. I don't know, for whatever reason, like on Twitch live streaming, I think that being able to see me and see my reactions and interact is really important. But something about YouTube, maybe it's because I've been watching YouTube like Let's Plays and things for such a long time when webcam technology was basically non-existent. But something about the Let's Player having no cam and just being a sort of disembodied voice I find very charming. So that's why you don't see me today. I just really like it as part of the shtick. So let's get into this.
I'm telling you for the last time, no. I would never do that. I could never kill everyone. Oh, hi, Raz.
Squirrel trouble?
They're liars is all. Whatever they tell you, it's a lie.
I'll take your word for it. You going to class?
Yeah, I'll meet you up there. As soon as I get these guys to shut up.
Oh, well, you know, Dogen having a normal one. Let me just turn around and walk away. Ding! He really got them. And that's through his little tinfoil hat.
That's got to be the worst band name
But it
I
didn't
have
look good from
ever
this angle there.
in
Never
the
mind, let me
history
put it back up here.
Ever, of all time, ever.
And by worst, did you possibly mean the best? Because that's what I was thinking.
No, I meant worst, as in I can't even believe we're friends, it's so bad.
Look deeply into your heart, Phoebe. And I think you'll find that even you believe the Levitators is pretty much the dopest name a band could ever have.
The Levitators? Are we some sort of cover band that only plays graduation ceremonies for motivational seminars?
I've been practicing, and I think I could levitate us both during our gigs. For real now.
No way! Last year you dropped me and I broke my drums.
Hey, at least those got fixed. I'll never get back those records you melted with that unplanned pyrotechnics display of yours.
Look, you know when I have a good solo going, sometimes things get hot. I can't help it. And it seemed like part of the show if we named the band the right thing.
Oh, not this again.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Please?
would you please welcome
No.
the Fire Starters?
Oh, man. If we're gonna call it that, we might as well call it Burning Itch.
What?
They just argue for a little bit here.
The Whispering Rockers.
What?
That's my band name idea. Why aren't you guys in Coach Oleander's class?
Are you kidding? A kid got killed in that class last year.
I heard it was a bunch of kids, Phoebe.
Well, I heard it was a bunch of blind kids and the coach threw them off a cliff.
Yeah, because they were late for class.
You'd better hurry, kid. Now, where were we, Quinn?
Hey,
No.
how's everybody
I
tonight? You feeling
I see one of my
itchy?
favorites, Mikhail,
I
in the
said
background
you
here.
feeling itchy?
Yeah, real quick, one thing about the campers, which is arguably my favorite little, like, fun fact about Psychonauts. This game came out in 2005. Okay? You just need to know that. Apparently, during the development of this game, Tim Schafer, who is the founder of Double Fine and who was the creative director / project manager, one of those two things, on Psychonauts, was hopelessly addicted to MySpace. And during the development of the game, I guess he wanted to channel that addiction into trying to be productive. So what he did was he made MySpace pages for all of the different campers in the game. And, you know, it had, like, their birthdays, their horoscopes, who they're friends with, like, their top 7, and stuff like that, so that he could just get a better handle on who the characters were, how they would interact with one another. And I can't say that it's a big part of the reason that all the characters have such good interactions, but I do think it's what makes them not good but great, and so fleshed out for characters who, you know, you could get all the way to the end of the game and only hear a couple conversations with the characters, and it's still extremely clear, like, how fleshed out they are. Let's talk to Mikhail. He's one of my favorites.
You, new boy. Seen bear lurking in woods?
Nope.
Positive. Giant, hairless bear?
Nope.
In Russia, bears much smaller. Also more hair. Less lurking. Always eager to wrestle. This one, hide and run.
I'll let you know if I see anything.
Cannot lurk forever, bear.
He's having a good time. Let's talk to, oh wait, we don't know his name yet. Talk to this guy.
Nah. The rest of camp is off limits until you have a basic braining merit badge. Now get!
I love how he's sweeping on dirt. Like, I know realistically he's probably picking up, you know, cans and bits of paper and stuff, but it just looks like he's sweeping up dirt. And I hate that for him. Anyways.
Levitators.
Get that.
Fire starters.
Let's talk to, I think this is Nils?
You know that cabin is empty, right?
Duh. I'm practicing for tonight, when it's gonna be full of ladies.
That kind of thing takes practice.
Excuse me, but my parents let me watch R-rated movies, so I think I know a little bit more about this than you do, okay?
Oh! Quit it, Bobby. I know that's you. Jerk.
You can't quite talk to him from the other side, though. He's fine, though. I don't think he says anything after that. Oh, this is, oh gosh, I actually don't remember these characters' names. I never remember their names. Chops and...
You're dating Elka now.
Someone.
Does that mean we won't hang out as much?
Shoot, I reckon things ain't gonna change one bit.
Those subtitles left.
Doggone it, partner. No woman's never gonna...
Hey, you're gonna make my boyfriend late for class. Come on, James. Come on.
That's right, his name is just James. I always think he's got some kind of funny little cowboy name. Like, I don't know, what's a cowboy name? Like Boxcars or Lefty Jim. But nah, his name is just James. And then his friend's name is Chops. We're gonna just grab some collectibles before we head into basic braining, just because we can. We don't need anything special to get them, so we might as well get them now. I will say, I don't really intend for this to be a guide for anyone. It's more like I love this video game and have played it a lot and enjoy playing it and having other people experience it. Obviously, it's on like Game Pass and stuff now, so you wouldn't need to watch a playthrough to experience it, but you know, having the energy to play a video game versus watch someone else play a video game, very different. So I think it's fun in that sense. I will go over like some stuff though. I'm definitely not going to 100% it. I like 100% in games. I like getting achievements. I have done the 100% for Psychonauts. However, it is very time consuming and I personally can't really recommend it. I'll talk about why once we get into our first real level, but unless you are someone who is super persnickety about getting 100% for games, I would not recommend 100%ing Psychonauts really. Yeah, so I'll go over like some tips and tricks and stuff, and those will tie into my overall, you know, thoughts and feelings on the game. But I don't really intend for this to tell you exactly how to play the game, but
Stupid lame people.
Nils. But parts of the game that are difficult, I'll talk about a bit. Especially parts that are well known for being difficult, and if you've played the game before, you probably know what I'm talking about.
Shh, I snuck out. That class is a death trap for crazy people. Listen, the coach is strong. At the start of class, he pulls you into his mind, and then there's nothing you can do about it. But once you're in, you can use these smelling salts to sneak out. Take mine. I don't need them anymore. I'm calling my parents to come get me before I get hurt.
Too late!
Bobby! Ah!
Hey, kid! You owe me 5 arrowheads for this week's protection service.
Cough it up, my loser, or you'll be coughing up bloody tears.
Hey, leave him alone.
I heard a rumor that you were raised in the circus. Well, let me put this in terms you'll understand. I'm the strong man around here.
Really? Because you look more like the cotton candy.
Ah!
Benny, put this kid's death on my to-do list.
Come on, we'll see him in class.
Yeah, We'll settle this on the battlefield.
Don't worry about that. I know where to go. But yeah. Here are all the different campers tranced out. I love their little animations here. I love James's. He looks like a... I don't know. Like a sardine. It's very hard to position it in a way where you can see him very well. Oh wait, no, I forgot. Duh. I always forget there's a first person button in this game. But there he goes, having a grand old time. You know, I bet his back never hurts. He's also 10, so it probably wouldn't, but you know. Lily looks a little scary. And then, you know, we have this camper in the back who seems to be fine.
Hey, Chloe. What are you doing? The coach uses this to broadcast his thoughts across the camp. I think I can tune it to reach my people in space.
Whoa! How does it work?
I don't have time to explain the technology to you.
Hey, Chloe?
Go away, Raz. I'm working.
I enjoy Chloe a lot. Also, shoutouts to all the Chloes. I know quite a few Chloes now, so shoutouts to all y'all. I hope you're doing well. Alrighty.
Coach Oleander, I'm reporting for basic braining.
Son, do you realize that to take my course, I will have to pull you into my mind, and you will have to relive every bullet-scarred memory of every battle I have ever faced. Won't be pretty. Are you sure you wouldn't rather run around a bit more in the sunshine first?
We are restricted to this area and have talked to everyone we can talk to, so we're ready.
I'm ready, sir.
Well then...
I love this musical sting.
You're late,
Give it
soldier.
to me.
Now get in here and give me 20.
So, this is it. The mental world.
It looks like a dentist office.
A mental dentist office. Stuff like that just never ceases to make me
and I'm here
giggle.
to recruit you for the greatest job in the world, being a psychonaut. It's about fighting a war for mental freedom. Are you ready to face torture, insanity, and death? Because this is your last chance to chicken out.
Oh, me, sir. I'd like to chicken out, please.
Too late, soldier.
But you said...
There's only one way out of here. Fighting. I want one of you chickens to sock me square in the jaw. I warn you, once you do, the war is on.
Alright, 1 second. I hate these posters so much. These little Coach Oleander military proposition. I wish I were a man so I could serve in the war. Military.
Navy boy.
Like
Chicken
they're
of the
war.
sea. Come on, let's go.
They're not great.
I said pop me. Ah, that's what I'm talking about.
Charge!
What kind of obstacle course is this? That kid just got killed.
A mental obstacle course, you bleeding heart. He's not dead. His astral projection just got kicked out of my mind. And I'll kick your astral projection out of here too if you don't get moving right now.
A fabulous line. If you've known me for a long time, you've probably heard that several times. Kick your astral projection. My username on like everything used to be Kick Your Astral. I think my username on Bandcamp still is because I've never remade that account. Because I just thought it was so funny. And you know what?
Have plenty of time to...
I was right.
Relax. That's just a figment of my imagination. You can run right through figments. They help you rank up, and when you rank up, you earn new psychic powers. So whenever you see a figment, suck it up, soldier. Come on, get that figment.
This is a big part of the reason why I can't personally recommend the 100% of this game. Is that you, in order to 100% the game, you have to get every figment in every level. And right now, oh, hang on.
We all have emotional baggage.
Do you get it? Because it's a bag.
Sort some of it out while you're in here. Keep your eyes peeled for a tag that matches. Could be anywhere.
But yeah, looking at that first figment, you're like, oh, that's not, you know, that seems reasonable to get all of them. But then if we yomp over here...
There it is! Now, you will pick up that tag and you will put it on that bag you just found. Unless you'd rather just drop and give me 20 right now!
And we can see 1, 2, 3, 4 more. And unfortunately, figments only get more scattered as time goes on. And in some levels, they're not necessarily in hidden areas. You can't, like, miss them. You can always go back. But they'll be in areas where you have to platform across a section multiple times. If y'all are familiar with like rail grinding in Sonic games, you know,
hard,
to get all the coins you have to go on each rail once. It's like that, except across the whole game. So unless you really are down to spend many hours doing this, I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. I'd say the 100% of this game takes like 30 hours-ish, and the regular, you know, run of this game that you would do takes about maybe 8. I would honestly probably say closer to 10 if it's your first time, and if you're trying to get like all the cutscenes and everything, but 8. So it adds on a lot.
Watch out! Fire down below!
That won't stop me because I can't read.
We can't get past this. This is stupid.
Looks like a test. There's probably a secret, more advanced route.
What's that supposed to mean? You think you're more advanced than me, new kid?
Sorry, what?
I'm not stupid. You're stupid. The coach is stupid. The whole camp is stupid. That thing flying at you is stupid.
What's flying at me?
Got his ass.
His foot, that's what. You stupid new kid. Yeah.
Oh. Thanks for saving me.
Well, actually, I was saving this plant.
Never seen one so meaty before.
I have. It's been appearing in this creepy nightmare I keep having.
You're having nightmares? Oh, I've been reading about how to fix those. Will you let me see one?
No.
That's okay. The one thing that I always think is a little odd is why Lily is here. Oh look, the classified route. There is another way you can go. You can just go up that ladder, but we'll go down that way for fun.
You're like molasses going uphill.
But I don't know why Lily is here, because she already has a basic breeding badge. Look at that meat plant. Looks delicious. Yeah, I don't really know. I think it's just to make sure that you meet her. Maybe they have to do the basic breeding course every year. I don't know. Yeah, here's the secret, more advanced route. Fun fact, for the first many times I played this game, or not many, probably the first 2 times, because I think my 3rd run is when I 100%ed. I did not know that this room existed. I only ever went directly up the ladder on the left side, because you don't need to walk down here at all. But, you know, oops. So it wasn't until I was like, where are these figments I'm missing? Like, I've been everywhere that I found it. I actually had to look it up, I'm pretty sure, which is kind of embarrassing, but whatever. So normally, yeah, if you don't go down the secret, more advanced route...
Dang, my bowels move more than you do, Pokey!
Hang on, I think I missed a figment up here. I did. I missed quite a few, actually. But yeah, that lets you skip that whole little section back there, because this is next. Again, we're not going to worry about the figments too much, but yeah, you know. Might as well prove that we're more advanced.
No.
Because I'm gonna call you Slowy Joey.
That's not my name.
What was that, Slowy? I can't hear ya. You're talking too slow.
Raz is just the victim of zinger after zinger. But don't worry. We'll prove our power soon. Grab these. Or I should say, like, the figments do let you level up, so I'm not gonna, like, go out of my way to get them, but all the ones that are in my way, I will get. Like, I'm not gonna spend forever bouncing on this to get all of them, but I'll get it, on them.
Now that kind of wall, you can climb it up, down, down, sideways, whatever way you want. Just get on it. Quick, like a monkey.
Sorry. What the coach doesn't tell you is that you can just jump over the gaps instead of having to go all the way around.
And Bobby will pound you
So
down.
we can just like.
Bobby, can you hear me? Where are you? Don't leave me alone out here, Bobby. I'm frightened. I'm
It's
frightened.
game day, kid.
Oh, there he goes. Hi,
Watch
Dogen.
those mines, kid. They'll blow you up like a 10-cent kazoo.
Hey, Dogen, what's wrong?
I keep blowing up.
Follow me. I'll help you through the mines.
Okay.
Okay, so nonchalant, so casual. We'll help Brother Dogen. He's just a little nervous. That's okay. I have blown Dogen up before, but I've only done it like once. So. Dee-dee-dee.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yes, you can, Dogen. Just follow me.
Okay.
Okay. You know, I wish I could be persuaded out of a panic attack as easily as Dogen. No, it's totally fine, Dogen. Oh, okay. That's fair then.
Look, Raz. I didn't explode at all.
Good hustle out there.
Hey,
Hooray.
Less waiting,
this
more
is for helping me out.
motivating.
Okay, bye.
Thanks, bud.
Bye.
Bye, Dogen. Let's try not to blow myself up while I grab a couple of these. I'm not gonna get the minesweeping guy because I just can't be bothered. Put up the old flag of Coach Oleander looking like an anime villain. I'm sure that doesn't mean anything. I'm sure he's fine. He's just a weirdly overzealous teacher, which a lot of coaches tend to be. Oh, there's my boy Vernon.
Plane's going down, soldier. Hit that door and Geronimo.
Hey, no one told me to pack a chute.
Did Washington have a chute when he crossed the Delaware? Just jump, sissy.
Well, I guess we're all going to die.
I guess so, Vernon.
My whole life is flashing before my eyes. My first memory is of my dog, Lady. Lady and I used to go for long walks. They would go on and on and on and on. This one time, we went on a walk we called the longest walk of all time. First, we went to the end of our street, and then we had a snack. And then we turned a soft right, and then we turned left. And then we walked 3 miles. And then I fell down a manhole and had to reset my own arm back in the socket. And then we walked half a mile. And
For
then
the
we
achievement
made a
hunters out
U-turn.
here, I do think there's an
And
achievement
then
for
we
listening to
stopped
his
and asked
entire
for
story.
directions.
But it is
And
basically
then we
this.
walked
So,
more, and
gotta
then I gave
go! Oy, that noise was loud. I very much enjoy Vernon and his long-winded stories, cause same.
Raz is here.
But
Maybe you'll be able
I
to
think
beat
these
this
are my
darn game.
favorites.
We can't do it.
Yeah, we're no good. And the coach won't open the gate until someone wins.
Yay, Raz! Just punch that to start.
Clem and Crystal, the terminally delightful cheerleading duo, they're probably my favorites. It's really hard with like Dogen and then Mikhail and Maloof as well, who we'll get to know a little bit more later. But I just love them. They're so funny to me.
You score enough points on this course, kid, and I'll give you a reward.
Punch!
MLG Pro Gaming time. If you are having trouble with this, always make sure to go back to the center. Man, they're loud. Always make sure to go back to the center, because that'll make it a lot easier on you.
Punch, Raz! Punch!
Like the pop-up said, there are a couple of guys that we can't punch, but they don't show up super often. Just be careful. They're very bright green, so even from a weird angle, you should be able to tell.
Hey, good
And if
job,
not,
soldier. Now
it's fine.
here's your reward.
You only need to hit 20 points for the first one, so. Oh no! I think if I do this one more time, I actually get like a decent prize. I know that there's even another prize for doing it a third time, but I don't think I'll do all of them. Because I want to say I just get like a bunch of arrowheads, which again, If you haven't seen this game before, you don't know what those are, but don't worry about it. They'll be explained in a little bit. Punch, 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 punch. Oop. Yeah, the rough part in this, like, super speedy middle bit is that if you miss one, you tend to miss another one immediately afterwards. Okay, it's not as many arrowheads as I thought, but it's still a good amount.
Most people, they got something to hide. They store away their shame, their dirty little secrets, in these tiny vaults in their minds. But the enemy is not allowed any secrets in wartime, are they, soldier? So go ahead and bust open this vault. I got nothing to hide. Ah, good.
He didn't finish saying you enjoy that one of my favorites, but that's okay. Oleander's Pride. Doing a war. What flag is that? I don't know. Is he French? No. Doing a war. Doing a lot of war. Doing hella war. Not exactly war. Wow, the best at war.
You enjoy that. One of my favorites.
Very happy and proud of all the war. I will do this one more time. Maybe twice more? I forget. Oh, no, this is still 30. I didn't have to do this. Well, I'm already here. I just run in little circles in the middle until the next thingy comes up. Because, that just seems to be a good strategy from my personal experience. Oh, my circle nearly led me astray. Oh shit. I was facing the wrong way. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. That's actually a fair amount of arrowheads. It's like 7 of them. Arrowheads aren't super important early on, but they'll grow more important later. There's also little teleporty guys. They don't give you a tutorial on them, I don't think. They just give you this, but yeah. They're basically warps that you unlock as levels go on. You can only warp within a level, yada yada. Not gonna worry about the figments here. Look at the little bonnies. Oh wow, they're getting obliterated, poor things. Go, little hatbox tag. I do think we'll be able to get all of the emotional baggage on the first run of Coach Oleander's Mind. Because again, it's the first level, so most of the things are pretty easy. There are a couple collectibles that you have to wait for though, which is tragic, but hey. And that disables the gun. Before we do that though, look at these little bunnies! Little bunnies in little military hat thingies. Oh. They're so fucked up looking. Pretty much everything in Psychonauts is fucked up looking in one way or another. It's just, everything's just a little bit off, but I find it very charming. So the cute things don't stop being cute. They're kind of like pugs, you know? They're like hideously ugly, and I love them so much. Poor things look so scared. Oh. I always thought that this looks like the NCR Ranger armor from Fallout New Vegas. I mean, it's not that, obviously, because Fallout New Vegas didn't come out for like 6 years, but I always think about it.
Yeah! Classic Ziv!
Nah. Get in there, Az. Come on, gravity switch. Okay. Put up another flag of Oleander looking like an evil anime villain. Get into the Muth. Try to get some of these. This is kind of what I'm talking about. I think there's a couple in here that are just really difficult to get, especially if you're not used to the controls. But, you know, that's okay. Making sure I just get all of those.
Grab poles like that and swing on them. It's all about upper body strength, you know?
Let's go. Hup, hup. Switch around, go hook. Switch around again, go hook. Hook. There we go. I don't think I have one for you. Oh, JK. Apparently I do. Yeah, I guess these ones are mostly in your way, aren't they? I forget what bag this one is called. Like the suitcase bag or something? Oh no, I think it's called a duffel. Which would make sense because it is a duffel bag. You actually can go directly through the fire, especially if you go fast enough, but not necessary by any means.
Hold it right there, boy. That's a mental cobweb. You can collect them with a specialized piece of equipment once you get checked out on it. Till then, just steer clear of them.
So, marrying perfectly with what I was saying a moment ago about the fact that arrowheads aren't important right now, is that arrowheads will be important later, specifically to buy a cobweb duster, a mental cobweb duster. They are quite expensive, and yeah, so I personally would not recommend buying anything from the camp store, including like Psycores and stuff, unless you really need them. So that way you will just passively have beginning arrowheads, and that way it'll be much easier to afford the cobweb duster immediately. So that way you don't have to grind for like forever for it.
Just want to stay away from it. You'd still get a participation ribbon at the end of camp.
Little does he know, I was built for this, honey. I am a circus child, woo! And I'm raring to go. Yeah, that's right. I think you have to die to get the purse. Because here's the purse tag. Oh no, you don't have to die. Never mind. It's just a little bit wonky. These are the kind of things that, you know, even in 2005 I wouldn't think that I could jump there, but you sure can. The green M&M transmogrified into a bag. But yeah, about the cobweb duster. I forget exactly how much it is. I want to say it's like 400 arrowheads or something. It's very expensive. So yeah, I just wouldn't buy anything until you're a little bit later. It's not mandatory now, but it will become mandatory, so you know. There's actually another item that's more important to get before that, which makes it much, much easier to get arrowheads very quickly, called, oh gosh, what is it even called? It's called like the arrowhead puller or something like that. I always forget what it's called. But it's so you can get deep arrowheads, and when you get deep arrowheads, you kind of get like a big sort of cache of arrowheads, so instead of very, very slowly getting up to the 400 arrowheads required.
I see a silver dollar out there in that rail. Why don't you walk out there, big, and pick it up?
You can basically grind for, I want to say it's 80, so then you buy that, and then everything is way faster. Luckily, this is no longer the old version of Psychonauts where rail grinding was really, really bad, and now it's a lot easier. Also, by the way, you can punch these. I feel like because they're the little military guys, I should like know that. But many people, myself included, would only ever jump over them. And you have a similar option here. But I'm gonna smack them. Because of course I am. Hey, bud. This room's a little wonky. There's some like speedrun tech that you can do in here, but I'm not good enough at it, so I'm just gonna take the basic way. It sure is.
Who we kidding?
I'm gonna say there's about a 50-50 chance that I die at least once in here. The other 50 is that I do it right the first time. I always get very overzealous on a particular part and then I slip off. And it'd be a little embarrassing. I have played this game a lot of times and I still do it almost every time. Just like I almost always get lost in a later level called Black Velvetopia. I get lost literally almost every single time. Not because it's that difficult to navigate, it's just like one of those things where Inside Out style, a core memory stuck with me, which is that I did it wrong the first time, but I didn't quite realize I had done it wrong, obviously, until it was too late. So now I just remember that route every single time, no matter how many times I fix it. Oh, I got all my medals, but there's nobody here. This where I'm supposed to be?
Hello?
Hello?
Guess I'm early.
Hello. Oh, would you look at that? An open door. I think I'll just have a little trot over there. Pit pat, pit pat.
Hold it right there, son. Now, just what in the Sam Hill do you think you're doing in there?
I was just looking for a way out.
Oh, sorry about that. Didn't think you'd get to the end so fast. Dang, I didn't think you'd get to the end at all. You surprised me out there, kid. Here, you
Ooh,
earned
magic.
your first Psychonaut merit badge.
Da, 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 da. Okay, I won't do it every time. Right now, I won't do the whole thing. There we go. Basic braining completed. Do a little kick. That's exciting.
But I'm always glad to see a soldier come back from the field alive. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go back in. I left some good men back there.
The facial expressions in this game are wonderful.
Way to make us look bad in there. You're in trouble now. Bobby Zilch ain't happy.
You better watch yourself, Gogglelicious.
What's that, hair boy? You want a piece of me?
Hey, Brainiacs, settle down.
Why? You worried I'm gonna hurt your boyfriend?
No, because Sasha 9 is standing right behind you.
You tell him,
Your
Queen.
performance, young cadet, was outstanding. I'd like you to report to my lab for some advanced training.
Ooh, Raz the Spaz is gonna be in a special class. Benny, remind me to give him a special beating later, okay?
These tests are unauthorized, though, so I can't actually ask you to come. But if you happen to drop in, well, what could I do? Let me just give you this. Remember, your talent will always set you apart, Rasputin. Sometimes isolation is a good thing. It can lead to important discoveries.
Oh, imagine taking stairs. He's so slick.
Wait! I don't even know what your lab is. Is this some kind of test?
Sometimes isolation is a good thing. It can lead to important discoveries.
And now I'm hearing things. Great.
Alrighty. I don't think we'll get all the way over there yet, but we're gonna hang out for a bit here. Have a look around camp, talk to a couple campers, and then I think I'll be done. I'm getting close to an hour actually. I should probably only do one or two more things. I would like that over there. I don't remember how to get there. Oh yeah. Unfortunately, one thing that we will probably be hearing shortly is that Coach Oleander has fallen asleep in front of the PA system, so yeah, that's gonna be a situation. I know how ladders work, thank you. Oh, the camera's being a little funny. I think I just have to jump like straight backwards. Oh, okay. I guess I haven't been on a ladder out. Oh, no, I have been on a ladder outside. I guess I was just a little confused. We'll go talk to them in a second. I want that card. Do I need it now? No, not even a little bit, but, you know. Unless I should just jump from up here. It's a bit far, though. No, I think I can make it. There we go. Alright, I could just climb up the pole, couldn't I? Not me making everything more complicated for no reason. Nils still peeping. Oh, there's a little squirrel in there, though.
You know, a nutcracker might be faster.
Tonight, when this baby is full of fine ladies, I'm going to see everything.
How are you gonna fill that nut with ladies?
That's
No,
aged.
dude. The girl's cabin. I've got a man on the inside.
I get it. You're using clairvoyance. You grabbed one of the squirrel's nuts, and now you're using clairvoyance on it to form a mental link and see what the squirrel sees.
Could you say acorns instead of nuts if you repeat that to anybody else?
Teach me how to do that.
Hey, I paid a little bit of attention in class, but not that much. What you need is an expert in clairvoyance, where I am merely an expert in the ladies.
Yeah, unfortunately, because Raz wasn't present for a lot of the earlier classes, he doesn't know a lot of the powers. He'll have to learn them the hard way.
Special on dream fluffs. You hear me? Dream fluffs. They're good for you. Keep a pocket full of these for a quick boost of mental health.
Something about the fact that it's called mental health just always.
Okay.
I just appreciate
I'm gonna
it.
close my eyes,
Oops, his
right?
subtitles went away.
And then I'm gonna
That might have
start
been my
to
fault.
count to 100, okay? And then you guys hide. Everybody got it?
It's hide and seek, Vernon, not hide and calculus. We've all got it.
I got it. You start counting, and then I go hide in that bush.
Great. 1.
Milka, you're a genius. Come on, Duggan.
Hold on. This reminds me of a story. It's about counting. Hello? Man, you guys are good.
Oh, Vernon. What's up, bud?
Hey, Vernon, what's up?
I'm hunting the most dangerous prey of all. Man.
It's funny because like their voice actors, you know, like they sound like little kids, but obviously it's not little kids doing the voices. But it's just because they are like these cute little campers saying these. I can't even call it an adult joke because it's not you know how adult animation fans talk about kids animation where it's like Shrek is good because there was a sex joke in it. Like they're not adult jokes, but they're the kind of things that kids wouldn't get just because they're referencing things that they don't understand. Whoa, I felt like I went through that. It's fine. But it just adds a little something. It's funny because obviously this is a game about kids in a very sort of whimsical style, but I wouldn't exactly say that it's for kids. I was not allowed to play it as a kid. I think my mom saw the cutscene with Dogen exploding the squirrels and decided that I was too young to play it. Or not even to play it, to watch my older brother play it. So I was banned from watching it, and I didn't get to play it until quite a few years later.
But I have just got to sell.
No passing.
But I need to get to Sasha 9's secret lab.
Maybe you should have thought of that before.
Look at these little
I
lesbians.
did think of that before. That's why I'm here now.
Exactly. Now you gotta pay the toll. 1 arrowhead. Pay up.
I found this thing. Is that what you're talking about?
Yep, that's an arrowhead.
How'd they get here?
Frankie, the new kid can't be
I love this.
dumb, right?
I love this.
The camp's built on an Indian burial ground and...
Oh my gosh! Indians buried their dead here?
Ew! I hope not. No, stupid. They buried their arrowheads here. They're hidden underground, but they let out a little gas once in a while. Just like Coach Oleander. So if you see any of that stuff, just pull them right out. Like truffles. Anyway, let me have one of yours.
Here you go. There they go. Also, I should specify, I am a lesbian. When I say look at these little lesbians, I'm not saying like, haha, they have lesbian energy, cause no, like they are two girls and they're dating. And that's nice. It's nice to just casually have gay characters around, you know what I mean?
There you, come here you. Can't do the scavenger hunt without a list.
There's
Report
Mikhail in the
back to me
background.
when you have enough items for your first promotion. Now get.
We're not gonna worry about that right now
So
either.
where do I... Hey, where'd he go?
Again, similar to the figments, we'll just find them as we go, and then
How
maybe
does
at the
that
end
old
I
guy
will
get
go get
around
all
so
of them.
fast?
Because you really do need quite a few psychic powers to get all of them. I think you actually might need every psychic power to get all of them, but yeah. Bit of a tough one. But yeah, from what I remember about Frankie and Kitty, the two characters on the bridge who we just met, is that Frankie, who's the one with the orange hair, I guess they didn't originally know if they were going to make Frankie a boy or a girl, and then they were like, yeah, we'll just make her a girl, and they'll just, you know, be two little gays. And, you know, just, again, I appreciate some casual gays very, very much. I don't know if I realized that as a kid, but it put the gay brainworms right in my brain, so what can I say? Mikhail still looking?
I'll let you know if I see anything.
Cannot lurk forever, Bear. Mikhail will find you.
I'm sorry, Mikhail. I think this is just in case you missed him in the beginning, which is very possible because he's a little farther away. Just gonna grab some of these while I'm out here. Oops. Yeah, and right now this is sort of the first time that we really, you know, have our legs. We can really just kind of walk wherever we want in the camp, and there is no threats of any kind.
It's the king of the obstacle course!
Hey, Raz! You're awesome! You must be a Psychonaut by now!
Yeah, or even a double Psychonaut!
Oh no, not yet. But soon. Wow, those two are so nice.
They are so... I'm still not... I'm pretty sure the joke here is that they're doing acid. Sometimes I think the joke is that they're trying to poison themselves, which is a thing that we'll see later. But, I think it's supposed to be that they're doing acid, so... Yay, cheerleading! Drogas? Yay, cheerleading! Drogas? Okay, let's talk to them. Hi, guys.
Hey, what are you guys doing up here?
Writing cheers!
Oh yeah! Writing cheers! Wanna hear one?
Okay.
Ready? Okay! When I grow up,
Hey, what you gonna be?
I'm gonna be the best, just like my main homie!
And when you say homie, whose horn might you be tootin'?
The mind-reading psycho-thriller?
Oh, you must mean Rasputin.
Yeah!
Okay, bars.
Raz! Woohoo!
Do you think that they like Nicki Minaj? That's too much. Do you think that Clem and Crystal are barbs? I think so.
We got a couple of big promotions.
I think that they love Itty Bitty Piggy. What I really enjoy about the particular sort of audience that I have on everywhere, but particularly Twitch, right? Because that's my main kind of thing is Twitch, is that there is an exact half of people who will know what that means, and the other half have no idea. And it's just entertaining to me that there's that kind of variety, that we all just like video games that much. I think I actually will head out here to the parking lot. Just real quick, we'll get all the cards and then we'll come back and go into the main area. What is it even called? The main building? It has a name. I'll remember. And by remember, I mean when I walk up there, it'll tell me, and then I'll remember. We're gonna see a lot of side cards that we can't get because we don't have a particular power at the moment, and that's fine, like that one up there. Actually, I think you can get that one. Just a bit of a pain, so I'll just wait. Some nice vehicles out here. Look at that Jeep. Double caked up on a Monday, because it's Monday right now. Oh yeah, not me falling immediately. Yeah, I know a lot about this game. Let me just fucking fall. Oh, one thing you can do too is they do have car alarms. I don't know whose car this is supposed to be, actually. Because obviously that's Coach Oleander's. I guess it's supposed to be Mia's? Or maybe Sasha's? I can't quite reach that one. Raz has hops, but he is not a professional basketball player. He can't quite reach that. Look at these little squirrels. You can murder a lot of the little animals walking around, but I don't think I will. There are a couple of achievements tied to them, though. Maybe I'll show those off because I think they're a little funny. You know, I believe in the rights of all animals. I believe that all animals should be free. But digital animals, that's fine. Is there something over here? I forget. Ah, the lodge. That's what it's called. Oh, Lily's here. That's right. Hi, Lily.
Hey, Lily. Do you know where Sasha 9's secret lab is?
Secret? It's printed on your map. Duh.
Oh, I knew that. I was just curious if you knew where Sasha 9's lab was. Because I do.
Not this, Raz.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we can go ahead and look at the journal. I think it's... How far is it? Don't worry about that. 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 I don't think I ever looked at the map. I don't think it's actually too difficult. I honestly think it's a little bit peculiar that there is a map at all. There are very few areas. Well, I shouldn't say very few. There's not a lot. There's like 6, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 5. So yeah, it's just a little weird. It's the kind of thing that I would expect it to ask you to remember, but I guess they just put it in there as a, you know, as a courtesy.
What you doing there?
We're making friendship bracelets. You know, for our friends.
Cute. Definitely, part of the reason why I think it's so odd that there is a map instead of like forcing you to write one or something, or draw one I should say, is that a lot of this game doesn't feel like a platformer. Like, it is a platformer, but it definitely has its heart and soul rooted in like point and click adventure games, which makes sense. Obviously, Double Fine is best known for that, of course. A lot of Double Fine staff are, I guess cute poster. A lot of Double Fine staff are ex-LucasArts, especially at this time. I think prior to this, they had only made Grim Fandango and Full Throttle, which, I mean, technically Grim Fandango is LucasArts, but I mean that most of the people who worked on Grim Fandango left LucasArts to join Double Fine, or to create Double Fine. So Psychonauts, despite being a platformer, has a lot of like adventure game sensibilities that we'll see a lot more as time goes on. But it's just a little it's a little weird that there's a map. I definitely never used it because Sasha gives you a couple hints, and then talking to the other campers and walking around and examining things will give you a lot more hints. So I just don't know why you would ever need the map, really, you know?
Excuse me.
I told you them burgers ain't ready.
No, you didn't.
The coals ain't hot. They're not gonna be done for a while. And maybe a week.
A week?
They're back-ordered. I'm the only one back here. These things take time.
I don't even want a hamburger.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so? So, what do you want?
That's now you can
that's
see.
My last cobweb duster. Take that into someone's mind with you. You can clean
Cobweb duster is 800, not 400. That's okay.
Turn them in. Now with that,
this...
you can change the color of some of your
I forgot he describes
powers,
everything your
like
first time.
levitation
But yeah.
ball and what have you and what not. Well, kind of a vanity thing. You know, in my day, psi powers were all gray, and we thought that was grand. We were happy just to have psi powers. Ah, but you know kids these days.
You tell him. I almost said his name again. I'm trying to preserve the mystery for you guys, okay? This is definitely a vanity item, but it is fun, so I would still get it.
Now that dowsing rod will help you find...
Oh, dowsing rod's only 50,
that are
wow. Okay, that's what it's called.
deep.
A dowsing rod.
That's where all the really valuable ones are, you know. Find 3 or 4 deep deposits, and that baby pays for itself. It costs you money because it makes you money.
That is absolutely true. You do have to be rank 10 right now. We're only rank 6, so
That's
we're gonna
it
wait
for
on
now.
that. Be back
Alright,
later.
Go get more
This
airheads
is
and come on back.
Milka, I think
Support
is her
your
name.
local merchants.
There's one girl named Elka and one girl named Milka. I'm pretty sure this is Milka, and Elka is the kind of prissy girl who's dating James.
Hey, you guys are good.
Thanks, man. Hey, do you have a lighter? Cause if you
This
lit
is
it and held it up
pre-smartphone
right now,
era.
that would be rad.
And completely insensitive to me and my issues.
Oh, right. Oh, never mind. I forgot about the whole fire bad thing for a
I
moment.
love how Quentin's
Hey,
standing on
why
a
are you
box to reach
stopping?
his
Oh,
his
I thought
turntables.
You stopped.
No. Let's go.
They're having a good time. They're adorable. One thing that I always forget to do, that I'm pretty sure we can do, is we can actually go to the beach right now. Normally I just don't go there. The area that we need to go to is on the way. So usually I just forget to do it, but I want to say there's a couple things to do over there. And if there's not a couple things to do over there, then the video will abruptly cut to me going where we're supposed to go. Instead of to the beach. Yeah, we don't have any super quick traversal tools at the moment. We'll get some later. But I think that's a good thing, of course. Like any game with any level of fast travel, right? You want to have the player experience the map sort of in its entirety first, before you let them zip and zop around and stuff. And even then, you might not want to let them do that. Howdy.
An eager one. Eager to learn, I wonder, or just eager to play? Sir, I am here to learn, sir.
You're here to train hard?
Yes, sir.
Develop a skill?
Yes, sir.
To become part of a noble team?
Yes.
Yes. To become
Yes.
a janitor.
No.
Well,
What? I'm here to be a psychonaut.
The brainy jub goes on upstairs. Down here it's pushing brooms, not bending spoons.
Fabulous line. Down here it's pushing brooms, not bending spoons. Obviously, he, again, I'm trying really hard not to say his name, he does fit pretty well into the, you know, the sort of prescient old man stereotype, magical old man. I will talk about him more, again, as we get to know him. And I'm sorry to keep saying that, but obviously, I know pretty much everything about the game, and we are not very far into it, so I am thinking about things ahead of time. Y'all are probably looking at him and thinking like, oops, or probably listening to him and thinking a few things, perhaps wanting to know my thoughts. But I will unfortunately have to keep them to myself until we know more about him. Because I'm not exactly trying to avoid spoilers, but I am very obviously going to play the whole game, so, you know, why give everything away right now? Why be like, oh, and yeah, by the way, he's blah 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 blah, so it would just be a bit odd timing, I think. Some nice stuff for us to get over here, but our jump height is a bit low, so they will be quite difficult to get. Ooh, that camera was a little funky. Actually, I don't know if I can get up here. I don't think you can stand here. Oh wait, you can a little bit. Not intended, but you can a little bit. I don't think I can get all the way up to the top of this tree, though. Not today. But soon. Very soon, actually. Grab some of these. Oh, I thought I was gonna fall. My depth perception is very, very bad, especially in video games. So I really thought I was just gonna eat Dookie when I tried to get that, but look at me go, baby. Look at me go. No, okay. We'll do that later. The map really opens up. Or, not the map. Your possibilities really open up once you get a particular ability that will be in just a second here. In a couple. This video is going to be a little bit longer than I imagine the rest will be, because I really wanted to do... Obviously, it would be weird to do basic braining by itself. So opening cutscenes, basic braining, and then wander around a bit to get orientated, and then that will be good.
Excuse me, Mr. Ranger, but I'm looking for Sasha Nine's lab.
Well, now, even if I knew where it was, and if it were down here, and even if you were very, very close to it right now, you shouldn't be poking around here. This forest is off limits. Now get!
Okay, apparently it's a vacuum outside of Lotus's office while she's very clearly doing something hour. Oh, here's a little cutscene. Well, it won't matter because I can mute myself.
Hey, was that you? Looking at me?
Maybe you should try getting over yourself? There were a lot of other people on that stage besides you.
No, just now. In the woods. No. It must have been something else. You don't smell like pond scum.
The fact that Raz has such a good sense of smell is never brought up again. And I don't know. So specific.
One creature who fits that description. It likes to hide in dark places, silently watching unsuspecting children from a distance.
Really? Who?
You, tree sitter!
Get his ass, Lily. Poor Raz. It's his first day at summer camp for the first time ever, and he's just getting got over and over again. Oh yeah, here's Chloe. Again, shoutouts to all the Chloes. Do you guys have cool planes too? Is it part of the Chloe Club to have this cool little plane?
That looks like fun.
It's work. I'm testing a low-orbit spaceplane design.
How's the testing going?
Not now, Raz.
She's very serious.
Testing going?
Not now, Raz.
It's actually pretty rare that you can talk to Chloe. She is always, you know, testing something, doing something. trying to get back to her people in space, which, you know, valid. Woo! Luckily, the vacuuming has stopped. For now. I expect it to return, unfortunately. So we'll try to be a little speedier. I'm just gonna go ahead and,
Hey, you're that new kid, ain't you?
Well, I'm doing some advanced training right now, as a matter of fact. So I don't think new kid is really a name that you want to get too used to saying.
Oh, Raz.
Hold on there. You're not doing Sasha 9's advanced training that he does in his secret underground lab, are you? Hidden deep within the iron walls of the GPC, where no one can hear you screaming?
Why, yes, I am.
Sakes alive.
Well, nice knowing you.
You're so cute. Playing their little guitar and their little harmonica. Unfortunately for Raz, I do believe he will be the new kid forever. I hate to break it to you, bud, but unfortunately that's kinda how it works. Hey, a crow feather. That's part of my scavenger hunt list. But yeah, if I get too close to the GPC, we'll kind of start the next story over there. Get to the next section, so we're just gonna keep on over here. I never come here early. I think most people don't. But there's a little bit to do here.
You have a water phobia? Me too!
It's so funny because he's in a little navy hat. He's in a little sailor hat.
My family has this problem with water. It's a bunch of hooey anyway. Some old gypsy curse about how we're all supposed to die in water. If you can believe that.
Oh! I thought it was about the whole thing with the brain-eating fish that walks out of the lake at night to hunt for victims.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see ya!
Okay.
Hey Raz. I saw you and Lily talking in the coach's class, and I was wondering, were you asking her to go with you?
What? No! I'm here to train. No distractions.
Excellent. Bye.
Oh yeah, the way that's supposed to make you jealous. And the way it works a little bit. I'm like, not this. Not this little guy. I think that's all we have to do here. I want to say, I mean, a lot later there's a bunch of stuff to do out here.
Hey, are you psychic fishing? I've read about that.
Oh, I could never fish. That would be terrible. Regular people can be mean to fish,
Ah, that's what I was thinking
guess,
of.
but I can't. I can hear everything the little guys are thinking.
Fish think? About what?
Well, normally not much, but today they're all kind of freaked. They're scared of something in the lake.
Me too. Now that I know it's full of freaked out thinking fish.
There's something big and scary out there, Raz. I wonder, could the old legends be true?
Not this voice actor giving
What's
it their
that?
all. Could the old
I
legends...
can barely hear you.
I guess that's why he has his little sailor hat. He just loves to fishing. Well, he doesn't love to fishing, but he loves the fish. Which, you know, same. Let's go talk to those sons of guns. I don't know why I'm suddenly censoring myself. Let's go talk to those sons of bitches messing with the fish.
Hey, Mr. Cruller, can I take out a canoe?
Mr. Who? You will call me Admiral, son. No, you can't charter a vessel. Not without an oarsman's badge.
What the hell? Look at these demons. Oh. This poor
What's
thing.
that round thing up on the dock?
That thing? Oh man, let me tell you about that thing. That thing is none of your stinking business. Oh no, you don't.
Let that fish go. Let him go. Poor guy. I don't think there's anything we can do to help him right now. But I'll be back. And I'll remember this, Bobby Zilch. If it's the last thing I do, I will have revenge for my people. There he is, right on the edge of the draw distance. Bastard. There is one more little thing we can see, and then I will go, and then I'll pick this back up when we want to do Sasha 9's secret, super secret, ooper duper secret training that everybody still knows about. Oops, I took the wrong path. That is always going to happen though. Anytime there's a lot of kids around and you have something super duper secret, they are going to find about it, and once one of them finds out about it, they are all going to know. Alright, we have more than enough for the dowsing rod now. Obviously we can't buy it because we're not a high enough level yet, but we have enough for it, so. The second we hit level 10, I'm out here. I do hate this area at night, so I will try to get everything done before nighttime. There are enemies that come out at night in this game, and I hate them. There's Dogen hiding in a bush.
I saw Nils peeking into a hole in the girls' cabin.
I'm hiding.
And I thought, oh, Nils, when will you peek into the hole in my heart? Because you'd just see yourself staring back.
Uh-huh. What?
I mean, he'd see my new boyfriend James staring back, and he'd be furious at Nils.
Who's Nils?
Exactly. And anyway, there wouldn't even be a hole because James fills my heart till sometimes I think it's gonna explode.
One time, I made someone's head explode.
Well, okay, maybe there's still a little hole.
Actually, it happened 4 times.
James and I have each other now, and Nils is just
4?
gonna have to deal with it.
Now they make me wear this special hat, so I don't have any more accidents.
Are you even listening to me, Dogen?
I hope so.
Not the unintelligible. But yeah, alrighty. That's pretty much all we could do before we see a little bit of something going on in the GPC and head on to the next area. Let me go ahead and pause the game to stop Elka's and say thank you all for watching. I probably won't cut this video very much, so it's probably about an hour and a half long. Oops, but you know, gotta get all the intro in there, all the little camper stuff, and the first level. So worth it. Besides, y'all tend to enjoy long videos, so I don't imagine y'all will care too much, but the ones after this will probably be a bit shorter. Just because the levels are longer than basic braining, but not extremely long, so I can just do that, do a little bit of camping stuff, and then there we go. Bada bing, bada boom, episode done. Again, sorry to say so many times that we will have to wait till a little bit later to get my full thoughts on things, but we are only in the intro. We haven't even met all of the major characters, and we do not have any psi powers at all, so things are definitely in their fledgling stages. But yeah, thank y'all for joining me. Thank you to all my patrons for making this possible. This will be going out shortly, for patrons first and then for everybody else later. I may or may not still be running my goal, but at the time of recording, I'm at 16 out of 20 patrons. Once I hit 20 patrons, I will play and stream Dark Souls 3. So definitely check that out if you want. Also, if you want to get your name in the credits like these lovely people you see going by. And yeah, best place to support me, best place to make sure I can still do stuff like this. And I believe that's all I have to say. I will try to get the entirety of Psychonauts recorded and put out before August 25th, which is when Psychonauts 2 releases. I, of course, am going to be playing it day 1 because I'm so excited. And yeah, that is what the timeline is looking like and what I'm hoping for. A bit of a time crunch, though, so maybe we'll let them go out a little bit slower, but we'll see. It remains to be seen. I will see you guys later in the next one, when we take on Sasha 9's shooting gallery. So, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you later.